For 15 minutes.
Just needs to nap. Marshmallow.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Super fast internet from Viasat is here. With Viasat Internet, there's no more choppy video streaming, and you can connect multiple devices with total confidence. Try that with DSL or cell phone internet. Upgrade now to much faster internet. In fact, Viasat is 3 times faster than typical DSL. And with unlimited data and reliable Wi-Fi, you'll never run out of things to do online. Call Viasat today at 1-888-383-0720 and get the home or business internet you've been waiting for. Get Viasat now and we'll guarantee your price for 2 full years. And if you call now, our plans start as low as $50 per month. Plus, you get free standard installation that's fast and easy. Go to Viasat.com or call 1-888-383-0720 to sign up today or visit your local Viasat retailer. Viasat, fast for all, is here.
This is Christmas 2 years from now. Are you ready to see what your future beholds?
Let me guess. Devin has finished college and is now interning with a business associate. Ebony is in school with a 4.0 GPA and preparing to be the next Michelle Obama. And Lisa is still fine as ever and very loyal to yours truly.
How'd you know?
One question. Will I still be able to see my hairline? What the hell?
Here we go. Here we go. You got it. You got it. You can do this. Here we go.
Devin, what is wrong with you, boy? Don't make me shake some sense into you.
Ontario. It's just a glimpse of the future.
Can he still feel my foot in his ass?
Maybe. No.
Oh, 22 and Savage, your voice is so amazing. I love you so much.
Ebony, what is wrong with you? You know you can't have boys up in your room. And you should be in school right now anyway.
She out, so.
Oh, no. Not my baby girl. She must be just going through a phase.
I can't wait to elope and start a family. As a matter of fact, I gotta tell you something. There's gonna be a 23rd and Savage.
Oh, hell no. Lisa, do you see how your kids are acting? And what are you doing pregnant? You know we can't afford another baby.
Yeah, but what you doing? What I tell you about betting on the 4, 6, and 8 are running mates?
Really, Lisa?
Excuse me, young lady. Is this any way to treat your man?
Yeah, get her, baby.
You got to make him comfortable. Like that, I thought you better than that.
You're right, Mom, I thought.
I can't take it. Lisa's pregnant. Okay, Ebony is expecting a baby. And Devin's a little thug. Now, where am I in this whole equation?
Oh, there was an accident.
What kind of accident?
You don't want to know the details?
It's too gory. Let's just say you ain't me.
Well, how did Lisa get pregnant then?
Lisa Dutch McDonald. Gotta tell you, Lisa, Daddy's not happy. Daddy's not happy at all. How many times do I have to tell you I don't like seeing the bottom of my glass? Refill immediately.
Your shit.
Oh, what you saying that Tony guy anyway?
A winning lottery ticket.
Okay, that's it. Wake me up so I can whoop this black ass.
Sorry, no can do.
How's Lisa gonna get pregnant and have Donnie's baby?
Okay, now I see why all this happened. You know, it is what it is. I mean, your Grinch-like ways led you to picking up pennies on the street only to end up face-to-face with a Mack truck. Oh, and then your whole family fell apart. Happy holidays!
No!
Tony, wake up, baby. You're dreaming.
Oh, Lisa, is that you? Or are you Ghost Lisa? Can you hear me?
I can smell you.
Is Donnie here?
No, why would Donnie be here?
Don't be coy with me, woman. How many months are you, huh? Couldn't wait till I got hit by that truck so you can get knocked up by Donnie. Since you only because of a winning lottery ticket.
Okay, Tony, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you are this far away from offending me.
Okay, baby, I'm sorry. It must have been a bad dream.
What was it about?
Trust me, Lisa, you do not want to know. Where's that son of ours? Betting on fours. I taught him better than that. 6s and 8s is what I meant. Now, there's my beautiful family. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Sit on down. I got gifts for everybody.
Okay. What's coming for you there?
Maybe he bumped his head trying to squeeze through the chimney.
Okay, wait. Who are you, and what did you do with our real dad?
Girl, you said it. Yeah. That's for you. That's for you. Yeah.
Oh my God! You got me the new smartphone. Now I can download the new 22 Unsavage album.
Say what? Oh, no. Give me that back. I'll give you something else.
What is this?
Those are fuzzy dice to hang from the rearview mirror.
Rearview mirror of what?
Merry Christmas.
Dad, you got me a car?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Ebony, let's go look at my car.
Yeah. Wait. Before you go, let your mom open her gift.
Oh.
I got red. Oh, I got me some red bottoms.
Only the best for the best.
Oh, thank you, baby.
You like it? You like your box? I'm just.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Star Wars. Lisa, did you happen to make any coffee? Because I hate to see the bottom of my cup.
Let's go.
Nutella is sure to bring a smile for breakfast time. Get free decorating tools inside Nutella holiday jars.
Introducing the $6 King Box. Choose from the Flame Grilled Whopper or 3 other favorites and get fries, a drink, and 2 cookies for just $6. The $6 King Box, only at Burger King.
Ooh, look at her. She's a bad madam. Just as fine as she can be.
No matter how much you clean, the house still smells stuffy. That's because your home is filled with soft surfaces that trap odors and release them back into the room. So try Febreze Fabric Refresher. Febreze finds odors trapped in fabrics and cleans them away as it dries. Use Febreze every time you tidy up to keep your whole house smelling fresh air clean. Fabric Refresher even works for clothes you want to wear another day. Make Febreze part of your clean routine. For whole home freshness.
Enter the world of Di Serrano.
Covered by Medicare at little to absolutely no cost to you. Call 800-954-7759 right now to see if you qualify. These professional grade back braces are ideal.
Come on, things have definitely changed. I mean, Tanaka, we got 3 new people living in the house. Mark's like 5 inches taller. I never actually getting along. I just feel like a an electric toothbrush.
We did it, man. We did it.
I think it looks that way.
Hey, everybody, I found my cards. I found my speech. Okay, listen to this. We are gathered here tonight to say goodbye to one swell guy.
Thank you very much.
Tonight on BTV, it's Hogan's Heroes, followed by Carol Burnett and Perry Mason. Say thank you with Merci.
You and me.
Our friendship.
I got it.
I know.
Happy New Year, buddy.
New Year to you.
So what do you think, Diana? It's a new year. It's possible we can press the reset button, start a whole new relationship.
I'm just a girl sitting in front of a boy, asking him to get the Afghanistan story on the air.
Okay, people, we're going to New Year's in 10, 9. Oh, sorry. Force a habit.
8, 7. There's no smoking in here.
I'm not smoking.
That's very right.
We never speak of this.
It never happened. Did you just see that?
See it. Got it on video.
I got it on slow-mo.
I know two guys who are getting a raise.
Happy New Year.
Hey there.
Benny! Where did you get the hat?
Hi, Mom.
Oh my God! Avery! When I talked to you on the phone, you were in Afghanistan.
No. I called you from the cab as I was getting in from Dulles Airport. That's what I was trying to tell you, but you know, between all the background noise and my burner phone breaking up.
Avery, Robert, Brian, you are in so much trouble.
All right.
I didn't talk to you for days. Why didn't you call me?
Well, because I couldn't. Not until I got safely back to Kabul, and then I jumped on the first flight on a plane that was so old it didn't have any Wi-Fi.
Well, I'm sure that if Benny had a tail, it would be wagging. I know that mine is.
Come here. Mom, it was amazing. I got to hear on video spilling everything, and if anyone ever doubts him, I've got it all right here.
My God, times have really changed. The Pentagon Papers have become the Pentagon thumb drive.
Now, DVD is all set up. Shall we begin? I don't want you falling asleep before Woody meets Buzz.
Oh, ye of little faith. I'm going to make it at least through the crane game.
All right. You are a toy!
Warm wishes from all of us at CBS. It's a time to believe, a time for family, and a time for friends to come together. From all of us at CBS, have a holly jolly bobbly holiday.
Smart more songs. Swap. Cool Bears on Live with John C. Reilly, son of cartoon Muller. Tonight.
Previously on SWAT.
I gotta see it.
Hell you do. What am I supposed to tell Hondo?
Hondo, listen, I gotta make a quick detour.
I didn't mean to ruin your day at work. I know how important work is for you.
Where the hell is he, Chris?
I think there's some kind of drama going on with his mom.
You probably already know, but I lied.
You're off SWAT. You report to patrol duty tomorrow.
Hondo, this is not how this ends.
You don't kick people out of a family.
You want to stop being a cop? You keep pushing it.
I don't need you or anybody else.
$2,000. Yeah. What's up?
Anyone else want a piece? Still the king. I'll take a shot at that crown. How much you want to put up? Much as you want. 2 racks? Make it 3. Done.
You almost had him.
Yeah, I was there.
What's this? Where's the rest?
I only got 200. Truth is, I really thought I was gonna win.
Shoot his back!
Thanks, guys. Bright and early.
Thanks, Billy.
Can I settle up, please? Room 1901. Business or pleasure?
Sorry?
Just want to make sure the fella sitting alone with a strap on his right hip isn't working for anyone connected to the case that I'm prosecuting.
Just a cop taking a break watching the game.
Well then, my apologies, officer.
That's one hell of an eye you got there, though. Spotting my piece.
Blessing and a curse.
You're a prosecutor, huh?
Deputy DA?
Wow, that's a tough gig.
Says the brother in blue. Neil Wells.
Daniel Harrelson. They call me Hondo, though.
Hondo. How's it we've never met before?
Maybe we are.
No. We haven't. Your TV at home busted?
No, just in the neighborhood.
It's a good spot to be alone among strangers.
Sometimes it's nice to be anonymous. What's this case you're working on?
Embezzlement and robbery. Guy funneling money to city council members to get his way with zoning.
I heard about that. That's a big trial.
Big enough for the city to have me and my team up here for the next month.
How's it coming?
Probably get fired if I lose. That, plus the stress of a divorce. I'd put my life on pause just to breathe for a minute if I could.
So pause. Watch the game and buy you a drink.
I don't want to interrupt your brooding.
I wasn't aware that I was brooding.
You hide it well. Most people wouldn't notice. Why not? I owe myself a little downtime. What are you having?
Double soda on the rocks. Morning raid, I gotta stay sharp.
Well, I'm going to need something a little stronger.
Whatever you like.
How bad is it?
Oh, you know, embrace the pain, right?
Damn, they stripped like 10 grand a gear. How much you owe them?
More than I had.
You that hard up for cash?
Not till I lost.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I thought it was easy money. It's not a big deal.
When are you gonna learn how to check that ego? Getting kicked off the SWAT wasn't enough?
Please, can we not
No. You hauled me out of bed. Come help your sorry ass. You really gonna tell me what I can or cannot talk about?
Okay. You know, I really appreciate this.
You need to make things right with Honda before he finds someone permanent.
Talking with Honda's not going to change anything. You know how he is with me. And honestly, I'm in a good place.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hey.
Hey.
My crew downstairs, but I figured you could use a cup. Guessed no cream, no sugar? Nailed it, didn't I?
Actually, you did. I appreciate that.
Won't fix all your problems, but a cup of joe and great sex might knock a bit of that edge off.
Where I come from, knocking that edge off goes both ways. Woman, what time do you free up tonight?
As much as I like the sound of that, already juggling a divorce in the biggest case of my career. Not sure a SWAT hotshot with baggage is a smart choice for me right now.
Wait a minute, baggage. You really are a prosecutor, aren't you?
I'm sorry, maybe I'm projecting, but you spend a night like we just had and you pick up on a few tells. Couple that with 6 years married to a marshal.
Your ex is a marshal.
Still a couple pinch strokes from being my ex, unfortunately. But he's already got a new girlfriend. Beach blonde Barbie. All boobs, no ass.
I think maybe he's the one with baggage.
Don't all cops have some? You keep pushing that rock, it keeps rolling back down. Add to that, being a black man in this America, at some point you start shutting down inside because the truth gets too hard to face. Start freezing people out.
Freezing people out. Okay, I think you just used a bunch of fancy words to call me an angry black man.
Oh, is that all you got from that?
No, I heard you. It's my turn. Who am I looking at standing in front of me? Let me see. An overachiever who probably calculates her conviction rate down to the decimal point, insists on staying an hour longer than anyone else, and never leaves the courtroom without asking herself what she could have done better. And that right there is probably the first of what? 6 cups of coffee you'll probably have today. And my hand is on.
See, this is why 2 folks good at reading other people should never hook up.
You just think you can read me. I'm not hiding any baggage.
All right. I gotta go. This case is gonna be kicking my ass for the next month or more. And thanks for helping me press pause. See ya.
You say it's coming from under the kitchen area?
Yes, that's right.
Ought to do it. Scared him good.
For how long do you think?
Oh, shouldn't be back for 5-6 months at least.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're so lucky to have this man as your partner. He's the best cop in the city.
So I'm learning. Wow.
About 10 years back, some tweaker busted in her RV and assaulted. We arrived, my partner had to take him out right in the living room.
I can see how that'd rattle her.
Ever since, she's convinced the guy's ghost is out to get her.
So you've been scaring off the same ghost for 10 years?
It might not be as sexy as hanging out a helicopter and scaling buildings, but real policing gets done with your gun in your holster. You all right?
I'm just sore from a workout.
Don't you SWAT boys were tougher than that?
This isn't personal. It's citywide. I need to trim $200 million off LAPD's budget, saying that money should come out of every department except yours. We're the city's last line of defense. When other cops are in trouble, we're the ones they call. I'm not looking to change that. But I come from corporate America, and I've seen how companies find ways to be more efficient when forced to.
Look, I get how studying line items and bar graphs might think there's fat to trim here, but we're running as lean as we can without risking lives.
And I get how you think that's true, but my experience is different. You say this isn't personal, but I can't help feeling like we're being targeted by the new commission. You're not being targeted. You're just not being favored anymore. You were the darlings under Michael Plank. Now it's a level field.
We need more because we do more.
It's unpleasant, but things change, and you need to change with them by 15%.
Number 5 today. We haul his ass in. We're halfway through Metro's Most Wanted.
Well, there's a reason today's target has been so tough to grab. Dude's smart and crafty as hell.
Yeah, nothing's gonna beat number 2. The little guy with the Gatling?
Yeah, that gun was as big as he was.
He shot the hell out of it, though.
Hey, Benny, I appreciate you riding with us while we're a man down.
Yeah, as long as Metro's crazy enough to give you a team, I'll pinch you at any time.
Street says hello.
Oh, yeah? How's he doing?
About how you'd expect. You should ask him yourself if you're curious.
Let's roll, people. Our primary target is Mac Drummond. Chances are he'll have a Haitian wingman named Sal Vizier with him. He's the guy who brings the kids over before they auction them off.
After he buys them off their parents.
What kind of lowlife sells children and servants and about to get served a smackdown?
Poor kids. I mean, the lucky ones end up as only servants.
No, these guys are as low as they come. They could be holding up to a dozen child hostages waiting to auction them off. So be sure of your targets. Watch your backstops and beyond. We're going to run a covert clearing off of me. I want to be right on top of these guys before they even know we're there.
Hands! Hands where I can see them! I got kids and a gun! Back off!
Let's take a minute and talk this through. Go. Go for it. Get on your stomach. Hands wide.
That's great! Come on, man. Just let us get the kids out of here.
Find a song, sing it wrong, if you're born what you've been dreaming of. Yeah, you know that this is really love.
Oh, hey, baby.
Hey. You having an ugly sweater party?
What?
Oh, no.
Are you throwing a burnt cookie party?
Portal, starting at $149 for a limited time.
My sisters can't agree on anything. One loves movies.
Bose soundbar 700 with Alexa built in.
The other loves dogs.
Dyson cord-free vacuum for the dog hair.
Wow.
More like bow wow.
This winter, a hero will fight. He's cold.
What do you think? Sidekick material? Seriously, can't deal with you today.
Mucinex cold and flu all in one. Fights.
No.
Sore throat, fever, cough, sinus pressure, chest congestion, headache, nasal congestion, body pain, all in one.
Did you really need the caps lock? Hold this.
Finally, a piece of the action! Get tough on cold and flu symptoms. Mucinex cold and flu all in one.
Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Come on, baby, let me thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Roll all night long.
My mom works for Chevy. My dad works for Chevy. We're all part of the Chevy family.
And right now, so are you.
Because our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
Even you.
The Chevy price you pay is what we pay.
And not a cent more.
Welcome to the family. The Chevy family.
Use your employee discount for everyone to get over $6,000 below MSRP on this Equinox when you finance with GM Financial. Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Give joy at Kohl's. We've got your last minute gifts with an extra 15 or 20% off and Kohl's Cash for you. Short on time, buy online, free store pickup. Most orders ready in 2 hours. And starting Friday, we're open 24 hours. Give joy at Kohl's.
Hey, Mom. What about tomorrow? We're gonna have to cancel.
Oh, no.
It's Kevin.
I've had lice. Now the couch is lice.
I'll mail your gifts.
Portal, starting at $149 for a limited time.
Quick move, that's nice. Take it over big time.
You dropped out of school? What do you need school for? The lady inside of this? She knows everything.
Is everyone okay? You okay? Sam, Deacon.
I'm fine. Deacon, you okay?
Sandy's not with you? Deacon! Deacon, do you copy?
Deacon, you hear me in there? Deacon, you hear me in there? Deacon! Deacon!
Yeah, I hear you. My radio's busted.
My leg's pinned, but I'm good.
What about your suspect?
He's pinned down under some rubble. He's not a threat.
Get those kids out. You come back for me later. I'll be all right. Roger that. I'll be here. Hey, he's okay though? Says he is. You hear anything from Drummond to those kids? Nothing. Either he can't hear us or Drummond's keeping the kids quiet.
We can punch through, but we might bring down more structure if we do.
Nobody's getting in or out this way. We circle around outside. We see if we can find a safer point of entry.
That's some bullshit they got just to help out get you that shit. That's like a backup. You know what I'm saying?
You going to shoot me?
Hope you don't have to.
Put that gun down so I can see how we can get out of here.
How about you start by helping me free my leg?
That's just a backup.
I'm not sure I would do that.
Well, it looks like we're going to be here for a long time until you change your mind. Listen up. Power and cell services are down across the city. So remember your EPU disaster protocols. Our comms are going to run through FirstNet, but for the general public, we got 10 million panicked Angelinos with no phone, internet, or traffic signals.
Hospitals are already being flooded. Emergency management is asking us to take the overflow of minor injuries from St. Vincent and gateways.
I'll run up paramedics and set up a triage center in the chip.
All right, next up. Metro Detention took some damage with no cameras and alarms. Inmates are making a move.
I'll grab my team and keep the bad guys inside where they belong.
All right, watch your backs.
Always do.
All right, the rest of you hit the streets and assist where needed.
Retirement homes and schools are requesting help.
Also, dispatch has a list of jewelry and gun dealers. Weapons and gold are prime looter targets. Let's keep them out of the wrong hands.
Everything all right?
It's my daughter. She's a freshman at Occidental.
Right next to the epicenter.
Cell service must be out. I need to go find her.
Wait, the roads are a mess. It'll take you hours to get there. Give me your name. I'll make a few calls and see if we can locate her.
Thank you. Really?
Biggest quake in a while.
Be like a 7.0, right?
Maybe higher. Notice there's just massive. It was only 6.7. It's just close up. Maybe 6.5, 6.6 felt shallow. Maybe 10 miles down. Shallow ones, they shake harder, but they don't travel as far. Damn, look at this serious terminal. This is kind of my thing going up. All right, listen up. It looks like we can breach on the 3rd floor. Tan, see if you can find a pathway to the kids. Betty, Chris, cover me. Go, Tan. All right, look, you got right side, I got left.
Coal company, most of the biggest consumers in America. They built some village, schools.
Yeah, I got a handprint here.
Fresh blood. Looks like Drummond may have taken off.
Roger that. 10, make entry, get to the kids. Keep them there until we can take the threat. Roger that. All right, Chris, Luca, you go right. Benny, you're with me, let's move. The rest of my team's gonna have your partner in custody soon if they don't have him already. What are the chances he tries to pin this whole operation on you?
He's not my partner.
All the more reason to let you take the fall. You help me get out of here. You testify against him, I promise things will go a lot smoother for you.
Can you get me to go back to Haiti?
I can make sure you don't die an old man in prison.
Have you been to Haiti?
My church did some aid work down there after the earthquake in 2010. I didn't make it there.
Yeah. My wife
Every
died.
now and then I walk by and
I'm sorry to hear that.
something or recording something or street.
My son's walk too.
And then I'll walk by and I'll hear something
It
catch
must have
my
been
ear and
incredibly
I'll
hard for
look.
them.
I'll be like,
Thank you.
and I'll listen for a couple minutes and then I'll be like,
Have you heard of the word West Avec?
it'll catch my attention.
There
for
are
just a second, 'cause
300,000
for a
restaurants
moment,
in Haiti.
you
One
know, they're like,
out of 50
they're like
children.
intellectual or
We
whatever.
have
And then
orphans.
after that,
They
it's
have
just
the word in
politics
English.
and bullshit. Yeah. So
Yes,
I'll hear
sir.
one thing and I'll go,
They come
oh,
from
wait.
families too poor to feed them.
That shit is
So they live with the
affecting
rich
people. What?
who feed them in
Oh,
exchange
yeah,
of
now
labor.
We do have a word for that. It's slavery.
That's not slavery. There are families who do whatever they must to survive. They are not slaves.
Pick one and stay with your church.
After my wife died, my kids were starving. I knew if they stayed with me, they would die. So men came and offered to place them for me. But I couldn't let them go. I told him that I would find other children for him if he helped me feed my own. First was just the West Avec in Haiti. And then Germans came.
And he wanted to just smuggle the kids out for it.
Back then I could feed and educate my kids.
You didn't have a choice. What you do now?
Look around. You're like Jonah in the belly of the whale. You got no way out. But you think that maybe this is God giving you a shot to repent?
Just stuck in there for 2 weeks. Let me out. I'm like, bitch, how much do you want out of there?
You smell that? The gas lines must be busted.
All right, we gotta get out of here before something sparks it, and this whole place goes up. And all those gates.
I'll be right there.
Don't do this. Don't make this mistake. You're not going back to Haiti. Ted! Ted, he's still out there!
She was crawling in the fucking hallway. She's like, give me drugs. I'm like, haven't you had enough? She's like, no, give me some Urinals. I don't want
Is everybody okay?
James? Well, Pastor James.
Hey, James?
James, I just been you might want to
This guy
look.
smoked some fake fucking pot.
I think Jordan's got a hostage. Kid named James. Watch your back, stop and be on people.
I'm like, got him by the pants.
Dog on
Put
me,
him
dog on me.
back in there. And I'm going, no.
Yeah.
Hey! Stop the glass!
Yeah, they did get something good.
Get up! Okay. Both of us in.
Leave the boy!
Fucking Jill picked me up in little, or no, not in little, in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Doing the spring, it's like this, it's gas pump. I'm like, I'm in Hot Springs.
Get a car. Get a car.
It's okay.
I'll call for air support.
Tell me what happened.
He was gonna shoot me and the kid stabbed him.
Stabbed him?
I don't know. I don't know.
Captain, I have an armed suspect with a child hostage in a stolen vehicle. I need eyes in the sky ASAP. I'm not sure how long this kid's got.
I mean, I had a little shit fucking little job there, but I mean, I wasn't making what I was used to be. I was used to making $1,100 a week. And I went from that to $300 a week. They was barely paying my hotel room. And I needed to come home. And so, she's there on the way to California where she was. And they actually swung through Arkansas and picked me up and brought me back home. She showed me.
Prepare to be devoted.
Yeah, I was like, fuck,
This Friday, don't let anyone stop you
What they did to you, it's a hate crime.
from being a hero. Steve Carell.
I created a world where I can be whoever I want to be. Hell yeah.
Welcome to Tomorrowland, rated PG-13.
Superman just about sleeps in her cape. But when we realized she was battling sensitive skin, we switched to Tide Pods Free and Gentle. It's gentle on her skin and now cleans the other free and clear detergent. Dermatologist recommended. It's gotta be Tide.
It's Pier 1's early Christmas clearance. Get up to 60% off everything you need for the holidays. Ornaments and decor, Christmas trees, wreaths, candles, and fragrance. Plus, so much more. Yes, we're talking and
Get the awesome iPhone 10R on us.
it has an amazing camera.
I can barely contain myself.
Get your last chance this holiday season to join T-Mobile with the iPhone 10R on us.
5 states away. 5 states away, 5 hours away. And yeah, man, these people pick me up. It's kind of weird. Pick me up, walking down the road, and
You do more than protect parks when you share the love. You protect our future. Get a new Subaru like the all-new Forester, and charities like the National Park Foundation can receive $250 from Subaru.
Get 0% during the Subaru Share the Love event.
Introducing Fresh Step Clean Pods. With low tracking litter, your vacuum becomes a cat toy. Let's make litter less of a mess. Let's start fresh.
So you want to go to church when I get back? I'm like, she's like, well, fuck no, but I'll bring you something from Colorado. I'm like,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
I'll worship with you, baby.
The people that pick me up, they were.
The beautiful thing about care is knowing that it's always there
Can we take you to our house?
and that it always will be.
Yeah, we'll feed you and we'll let you take
Get what you need
shower.
whenever you need. Walgreens, trusted since 1901.
Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll radio fire so we can get a ladder truck.
There's no time. You got a better idea?
Which is, was their plan anyway. I mean, I really wasn't out of the way. I was just kind of out of the way.
Hang on, I'm coming for you.
I need you to clear the squad cars from the motor pool to make room for the incoming victims. And Kevin, make sure there's enough juice in the generator and get us through the day.
All of our resources are overloaded right now. I'll see what I can do. Everyone's spread thin. Kevin, find me an airship to assist the vehicle pursuing Highland Park.
How bad is it out there?
So far, we've got 3 overpasses down and 5 collapsed structures, including the Tinsley Hotel downtown. 8 dead, dozens injured. Still pulling people out.
I have a friend staying at the Tinsley.
Any IDs on the victims?
No, not yet. You think they were still there when the quake hit?
I don't know. I'm not
Sure, I hope
Got us a ride, boss. Come on.
Like when I was in Billings,
Hondo, I got you news talker.
All right, roger that. Suspect is driving a red vintage model Buick Apollo. We're in pursuit. Chris, you and Betty, help 10 get those kids out there and go check on Deke.
So, what they do is they back it up.
Just hang tight.
It all plays out. I mean, it's
Coming
the
for
same
you.
shit.
Stay calm. What's your name?
My name's Jen.
Ever been rock climbing, Jan?
No, I'm afraid of heights.
Now you're not in the
Okay. Well, good news. This is nothing like that. All right, Jan.
And now you got to get a license.
I'm gonna lower myself down to come get you.
Because you're not.
He's gonna hang tight and I'll
So
pull
they
us back
start
up, okay?
backing up all that money.
After the shot!
Shit that so anywhere you go,
You guys all right in there?
A couple scratches.
Nice work, Tarzan.
Best first date ever, right?
Yeah, I mean, like all the way around and everywhere.
Anybody copy?
Loud and clear. Betty and I are heading your
Hey,
way.
we gotta get these kids out now. I think there's a gas leak.
Like I ran, what, 6 to 8.
Two of us can move that thing, no problem. Or we just wait for another aftershock and hope that this whole door doesn't explode.
How is that train? I need to get back to my
Oh,
boys.
yeah? Wouldn't it better to live?
Average.
So you can tell them how you saved another man's life. Wouldn't that set a better example?
You know, then when you move, you can't go to stay somewhere, but you're getting discounts on property.
I got a fourth on the way.
You know, so your property taxes are lower.
I know how deep that love runs for them.
Less.
And I know how hard
all over.
you want to get back to them. You know that they'd be better off with you alive. Knowing that you did the right thing. What I've done has been for my kids. Everything I've done has been for my boys. I don't doubt that. But if they were here right now, if they were here to see you, what would they tell you to do?
I can't tell you what I had to do was pull off what I needed to I mean, it's
Sky 2 says he's a half-mile up, going south on Huntington Drive.
He's headed to the 10.
Well, the figures with the earthquake chaos won't have the manpower to shut down the freeway.
Yeah, well, the figure's right. If he makes it that far, we're going to be chasing this guy out of town.
And if he has enough gas, he'll outrun us.
Look, we're gun it down, Eastern. Try to get in front of him and cut him off.
All over it.
I see your team rerouting. Position to intercept before the freeway ramp.
Roger that, Sky 2.
Scratch that. Suspect now turning west on Valley Boulevard.
Reroute. Drummond's now westbound on Valley. Repeat westbound.
That takes him away from the freeway. Where the hell is this guy going?
Oh, it's gonna be a bitch catching to him now.
Sorry, Captain. We just had a third hospital start diverting to us, and we're out of space in the gym.
Use the locker room. Kitchen if you need to.
Commander, I got a freeway collapse across town. Needs visual support for rescue ops. Gonna have to abort.
All right, roger that, Sky 2.
Looks like your suspect is turning south on Mission Road. I'll give another 20 before I lose vision. Apologies, Commander.
Sorry, Honda. We just lost our eyes.
Captain, we're going to be on this guy in 3 minutes. Can you buy us some more time?
Negative. They got pools for a rescue. Drummond's still heading toward downtown. Now going south on Mission.
It's going to be like trying to find a needle in a haystack down there.
You know how many shows this dude's on? I see him on like everything.
Hey, sorry. Gas smell's getting stronger.
I'll bring the last one.
I mean, like I see him on like.
Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you, okay? I promise. I just want to help you out of here.
Come on. I got you. I got you, all right? Okay, let's go. Get these kids out on the fire escape. All right. After you. Let's try. Down. Swim around.
I heard the bang, you alright?
Better now. You get the kids out?
I'm working on it.
Let's go. All your friends are down here. Let's go. Come on, bud. You can do this. It's okay. We got him. Thank you. I thought he was out of commission.
It's almost like a trophy. If you
Smell gas? Yeah. I got the rest of them down. But this one won't let me touch him.
Hey, let's move this way. Come on. Move. Come on. Keep walking.
No, please, we have to go now.
No.
It's okay, ça va. Je m'appelle Officer K. Et toi?
Stanley.
Il s'appelle Officer Tan. Il va t'aider. Fais-nous confiance. Tu vas pas tomber.
Speak French?
You don't? So that's all the kids?
All but one. Drummer got away with the hostage.
This holiday, bring us all the kids on your list, because we've got more toys than ever. Fuzzy ones, bouncy ones, cute ones, the coolest ones. So many great toys at great prices. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
You could take the treatment of your ulcerative colitis interaction. Talk to your doctor about Xeljanz, a pill for adults with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis. Xeljanz is the first and only FDA-approved pill for moderate to severe UC. It can reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks, improve the appearance of the intestinal lining, and provide lasting steroid. Xeljanz can lower your options, including tuberculosis, serious, sometimes fatal infections, and cancers, including lymphoma, as have tears in the stomach or intestines, low blood cell counts, higher liver tests, and cholesterol levels. Don't start Xeljanz if you have an infection. Your doctor should perform blood tests before and while taking Xeljanz and monitor certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you've been somewhere fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. You see treatment in a different direction. Ask your gastroenterologist about Xeljanz.
I walked across an empty line. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. And if you have a minute, why don't we go? So why don't we go somewhere only we know? Somewhere only we know.
Burlington was created just for our huge family. They have gifts for everyone. Merry Christmas, Mom. Gift baskets.
I'm pampering my wife.
For the baby. Toys.
All the great brands at a fraction of the cost.
Christmas shopping at Burlington.
I think we're all done.
Let's hear it for leaving them stunned. Let's hear it for goosebumps. Let's hear it for fearlessness.
We come in peace, but we need business.
Let's hear it for lighting it up and burning it down. Let's hear it for music. Let's hear it for the brands.
Wow, check out Captain D's new snacks. Craveable flavor for only $3.49. Dive into fish tenders or butterfly shrimp, all served with delicious hush puppies. Get Captain D's new snacks now.
Captain D's, the taste of the coast.
Come and help me. See about this big.
Is love alive?
Right now, during the Toyota-thon sales event, lease a new 2019 Toyota Highlander LE for just $289 a month for 36 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line on your first line, every line. Or pay just for what you use with our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig. All with free nationwide talk and text. Call 833-567-7283. The best network, the best devices, the best value. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 833-567-7283.
Join WHNT News 19 for a legendary night featuring rock's biggest guitarists that benefits our military, veterans, and first responders. America Salutes You presents Guitar Legends 2, Saturday, December 22nd on WHNT News 19.
Celebrate with Captain D Family Meals. Treat your family to the Fish Family Meal or the Butterfly Shrimp Platter. Perfect for sharing and dipping. Be a holiday hero with Captain D's Family Meals.
Captain D's, the taste of the coast.
All our intel tells us this guy doesn't have anyone who wants to help him here in LA.
Yeah, when the cops spread thin, there's no better time to run.
He should be heading out of town, not into it.
So what's his plan? It doesn't make sense, man.
That quick hits 2 minutes later, we would have had him back at that rate.
Yeah, he's probably the only guy in LA the shaking actually helped. Look, I hope your friend made it out of that hotel okay.
Yeah, so do I. I can't think about that right now.
Well, so
Wait a minute.
actually,
What if Drummond's not okay?
Yeah,
The witness said the kid checked him pretty good. What if he needs to get patched up before he can run?
With all the injuries, an ER downtown won't think twice about how he got stuck.
Hey, Captain, track Drummond's route from the carjacking to where we lost him. See if any of it points to hospitals or ERs.
Looking now.
This guy, too, had Drummond heading south on the hill just before they lost visual.
Which leads him through downtown to here. If he stays on Hill, I would take him right by Kennedy Memorial.
Roger that. Show us en route. Go.
I'm sorry, Captain. I know you're incredibly busy. I'm just wondering if you've heard anything.
I have, actually. Good news. I spoke with campus police personally, and they assured me they only had a few minor injuries. No one seriously hurt.
But you don't know about Stacy specifically? They haven't found her yet?
We're still working on it. Now, I apologize, but we need to assist our people in the field.
Of course. Do what you need to do.
You might have a case against that contractor if that scaffold wasn't secured right.
I'll talk to my union rep.
Lucky that rebar wasn't long, or it would have punctured your lung.
It's not a flat medic.
They've been in and out all day. Just met it back then a couple of construction guys who took a tumble when the quake hit.
You guys got a helipad here?
We did. Got damaged in the earthquake. We're using one on the bank building next door.
Metro SWAT, out of the way! You, Nick? Charge nurse said you were treating a guy with a puncture wound to his left abdomen.
Construction accident. Piece of rebar?
Where can I find him?
I finished up with him. He's over there. But he was just there. We were talking about the construction.
Did he have a kid with him?
No, he was alone.
Okay, what was he asking exactly?
Wanted to know where to land the helicopter.
And?
I told him we're using the helipad on the bank building next door.
Luke, out of the way, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Nothing.
Don't come up here! This is 20 David. I have a fatality in the north stairwell. I need someone to patch through to the medic back bird on the roof. Tell the pilot to take off immediately. Luke, let's move. Go. Luke, right side. Hey! Hey! Don't you move! Don't you move! Cover me! Go! Go! Now! Oh no!
Give joy at Kohl's and get Kohl's Cash for you. Give joy with fine fragrances, a new Keurig, or a Fitbit Versa, and you'll get Kohl's Cash.
Kohl's Cash for you.
And starting Friday, we're open 24 hours. Give joy, get joy at Kohl's.
I put work in front of family. You're my chance. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for everything.
The Mule, rated R.
Look at that. Oh! You notice everything down there. Yeah, these seats are ridiculous. I feel like I could probably be in the NBA. What? Look, if I had a solid month and a half, I think that I could be a real NBA player. Maybe I come off the bench. You should do it. I think I can do it. You should do it. I'm gonna get drafted at 40. So 10 years ago? Oh! This dude is on fire. Oh, man.
It was here. I couldn't catch my breath.
It was the last song of the night. Felt like my heart was skipping beats.
They said I had AFib.
What's AFib?
I knew that meant I was at a greater risk of stroke.
I needed answers
My doctor and I chose Xarelto.
to help keep me protected from a stroke.
Once daily Xarelto, a latest generation blood thinner, significantly lowers the risk of stroke in people with AFib not caused by a heart valve problem. Warfarin interferes with at least 6 of your body's natural blood clotting factors. Xarelto is selective, targeting just one critical factor. For AFib patients well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto compares in reducing the risk of stroke. Don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. It may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Before starting, tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures and any kidney or liver problems.
Learn all you can.
To help protect yourself from a stroke.
Talk to your doctor about Xarelto.
This week at Target, save on hundreds of last-minute gifts. Save on electronics. Save on appliances. Save on beauty. Stores open till 10 p.m. Christmas Eve. Only at Target.
When your blanket's freshness fades before the binge watching begins, that's when you know it's half washed. Next time, add Downy fabric conditioner. 7 days of Downy freshness. Downy and it's done.
So what'd you get paid for Christmas?
Tonight on an all-new Cool Bear, don't miss Cartoon Muller, John C. Reilly, and Senator Jeff Flake.
That's right. Tonight I have Flake News.
Oh, from behind, here comes what?
Keep running, do the electronic catch us. We ain't gonna never stop.
2018 has been a big year for North Alabama's news leader. Don't miss out on reliving the best moments that WHNT News 19 has brought to you this year. Watch the Best of 2018 special Christmas morning on WHNT News 19 at 5 a.m.
Big trucks can be killers. And if you're hit by one of these killer machines, it could be too big for you to handle on your own. Don't wait for those big insurance companies to take advantage of you. Tell them to talk to your attorney.
Call Alexander Shinara now.
Go big or go home.
That's right, Frank. It's the big sale at Landers McLarty Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Frank is pumped up about these deals. Like $4,000 off the 2018 four-door JL Wrangler Unlimited. That's $4,000 off, plus 3 years of free oil changes. So save big. And shop the Big Finish event at Landers McLarty Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Huntsville today. A Frank Williams dealership.
Is it true Academy speaks kid?
It sure is. So what did your niece say when you asked her about Christmas?
I don't know.
Oh, easy. She wants a bike.
From the store that knows gifts best, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Start your day with Melissa, Steve, and Ben on WHNT News 19.
A 5-year-old boy is left on a school bus after falling asleep behind the driver's seat. And this incident has one Tennessee mom concerned, wondering how this could have happened in the first place. Tonight at 10, WHNT News 19 is taking a look at the quick thinking that could have saved his life.
Hey. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. We got you. Here we go. Got it. Hey. Okay? You're all right. All right. Are you all right? Are you hurt? Are you hurt? Do you speak English? All right, it's all right. You're safe. Okay? Look at me. You're safe.
I have the contacts at both ports. I know the buyers in New York and Atlanta. I will give you everything. I never wanted to hurt other children. Only to protect my own.
You're doing the right thing.
Do you think I will see them again?
You play ball with the DA. You testified everything you know. Guarantee it. They'll be older, but you'll see them.
If they survive.
They will.
Mom, you didn't have to send the cops for me. It was totally fine.
I didn't know that. That mother's allowed to worry.
All the good ones do.
I can't thank you enough for this.
Wasn't a typical day, but hopefully you got a sense of all the work we do here at Metro.
SWAT's not the prima donna that some members of the commission would have you believe.
LAPD's lucky to have you setting the bar.
So you can see now how our division requires extra resources.
I do. But unfortunately, the math is still the math. And our budget is only going to get tighter with all the earthquake damage.
15% is going to be impossible without seriously reducing personnel.
Power and cell service is 90% restored after the largest tremor in over 20 years. The quake measures 6.6 on the Richter scale with an estimated depth of 12 miles.
Damn, Luca, you nailed it.
Yep.
Yep.
Duke, what are you doing here, boy? Come on up.
We're by your place. Just figured I'd just check in on him. It's pretty trash. Look, there's a broken window, and I thought he might try to get out. Didn't feel right to leave him.
Appreciate it, man.
I was good, you straight. Did you catch Hondo out there?
No, I didn't see him.
Oh, maybe you should talk to him before you go.
And say what?
Come on. That you want another shot? We both know you do.
So how was it out there for you guys? Got pretty hairy. But this guy, he earned his paycheck today.
What'd you do out there, Street? No, it was nothing. It was nothing.
You kidding? Hell, he risked his ass saving this woman from getting electrocuted. She was stuck on top of this newspaper dispenser, right? He hit me like I stole something. Hey, what's up, Street?
Hey, Honda.
Tony was just telling us how Street saved the day out there.
It was no big deal. It's just a lady in a tight spot.
About to get fried like a chicken. Kind of an important part. Well, I'm not surprised. You got one hell of a cop riding shotgun. So you're all good?
Yeah, all good. It's great riding with Tony. Sometimes he even lets me drive.
Yeah, it's a mistake. All right, look, I gotta get this boy some water. Thanks again, man. Come on.
Glad to see you doing well.
Thanks, you too. Anyway, better get going. There's probably dishes all over the kitchen floor. It's great to see you guys.
Hey, Father Ben. Thanks for getting back to me. Yeah, family's safe, thanks. You good on your end? Good, good. Hey, you remember that priest that we were sending aid to down in Haiti back in 2010? Yeah, I need him to check on a couple kids down there for me. Excuse me.
How can I help you, officer?
That was one hell of a day we had, huh?
I think we're getting through the thick of it.
Listen, a friend of mine was in that hotel that came down today, and I know they were sending folks your way. I was hoping you could tell me if she came through okay.
What's her name?
Nia Wells.
Oh, here she is. Nia Wells, admitted with the concussion, room 2723.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was in Phoenix this morning when I got the call. I dropped everything.
Good news is she'll be just fine. How long you two been married?
About 6 years. I'm getting divorced, actually. Funny how something like this happens and, I don't know, changes how you look at things.
Damn, boss. Sorry.
I actually thought it was going to be a hell of a lot worse. So what's so important that you were parked on my porch?
It's about Street.
What about him?
Funny. He's as fearless as they come in the field, but you ask him to talk to you, he shakes like a leaf.
Street's got nothing to fear from me.
Except you're his only shot at getting his job back.
I haven't seen anything that makes me think he wants it, but that he's earned it yet.
I think Street was trying to connect back there in the locker room, you know? I'm worried about him. I think Street's lost without SWAT.
Worried about him too. But if he wants his job back, he's gonna have to prove it to me using more than just words.
And let him know that there's a chance that the door is still open so he can walk through
The
it.
door is closed. But if he wants to earn his way back, he's gonna have to show me that he's willing to be accountable and own his mistakes. I cannot afford to have a member of this team who shuts down inside and freezes me up. Chris, sometimes this job, it closes you off and it makes it really hard to trust people. But we hold each other's lives out there, and that is a hell of a duty. And I need to see the Street gets that. I can't force the man to change until he's ready.
The weather today was wet and tomorrow looks about the same. But with Christmas just around the corner, many are wondering what we can expect this weekend. That's minutes away.
This is incredible! Last chance to join T-Mobile and get the awesome iPhone XR on us.
It has an amazing camera.
I can barely contain myself.
It's your last chance this holiday season to join T-Mobile and get the iPhone XR on us.
When it comes to food for your girl, there's good, there's better, and then there's Blue Buffalo. Blue is made with wholesome ingredients and real meat is always first. If you love her like family, feed her like family with Blue.
Heading west to where the sun sleeps. City fallout, let our lungs breathe. Can you hold me? I can't even sleep. Oh my, here it goes. 'Cause this is already gone. This is already gone.
Dare to be devoted. Jared.
Cool Bears All New with John C. Reilly, Senator Jeff Flake, and Cartoon Muller tonight.
Let's hear it for leaving them stunned. Let's hear it for goosebumps. Let's hear it for fearlessness. Let's hear it for lighting it up and burning it down. Let's hear it for music. Let's hear it for the Grammys live February 10th.
You're watching North Alabama's news leader. WHNT News 19 at 10 starts now.
Good evening and welcome into WHNT News 19 at 10. I'm Greg Screws.
And I'm Clarissa McLean. Huntsville City Schools is without its financial leader tonight after a meeting full of accusations and disagreement over who is responsible for the district's financial trouble.
I'm thoroughly disappointed tonight because the Grinch came through here today.
The board accepted Bob Haygood's resignation, but not everyone accepts how it went down.
WHNT News 19's Kristen Connor is in the newsroom with more.
Tonight, board members accused the outgoing deputy superintendent of finance of accounting errors and inaccuracy, but others say he inherited problems and shouldn't be blamed. Now the district is uncertain about its financial situation and just how bad it is. After months of financial concerns, Huntsville City Schools CSFO Bob Haygood is resigning. He did not attend Thursday's meeting, leaving possible litigation and accusations free to fly.
He missed a $5.5 million posting error. He missed the correct posting of Apple's payment last month. It has been months and months and months since I remember we received an accurate financial statement from him.
He should have known to check those things.
Board members also assert Haygood recommended teacher pay raises while doubting there was enough money for them, and that he improperly implemented those raises approved earlier this year. But others,
This was not all Bob Haygood's fault.
say the financial problems began well before Bob Haygood became CSFO.
And I told him before he took that seat, you do not need this job. This is a mess and you're going to get blamed for it. And wow, that's exactly what happened.
Michelle Watkins believes the previous administration and board approved inflated contracts and sold school buildings for less than their value.
It's an elephant in this room.
But board president Beth Wilder and superintendent Christy Finley ask for a focus on the future.
The teachers have their raises. I don't anticipate any changes.
But she says they really need answers.
We do have to look and really get a firm account of where we are with our finances. That's the first thing that needs to happen before we start making any knee-jerk reactions.
I attempted to contact Bob Haygood for comment about this agreement tonight. He has not responded to my request. Meanwhile, the Board of Education will appoint an interim CSFO next month. Leaders say they didn't get here overnight, so they can't fix the financial problems fast, telling me they need clear financial information before they can decide whether jobs are in jeopardy. In the newsroom, Kristen Connor, WHNT News 19.
All right, thanks, Kristen. Let's turn now to Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson. And Jason, it's going to be surprisingly cold tomorrow, right? How cold are we talking about?
The chill comes in. It's not all that warm outside right now, but with the rain in place, it's just kind of a damp, chilly night that we have in place. There is colder air getting set to blow in behind the rain during the day tomorrow. And get this, as early as tomorrow morning, the wind chill is going to be as low as the 30s. So get used to it feeling a whole lot colder here in the short term. Showers are still likely through Friday morning. A few flurries might even develop as the back edge of the precipitation moves through. And tomorrow, windy and cold. Feels like temperatures will be in the 30s for most of the day. And even at the bus stop and on the way into work, it'll be rainy, it'll be cloudy, ridge tops will be foggy, and those numbers are going to feel about 10 degrees lower because we have a strong northwest wind. Well, you're ready for some sunshine. We don't get much tomorrow, hardly a peep coming through those thick clouds. But then you look at Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday for Christmas Day, Wednesday, all featuring at least some sun. And then by next Thursday and rounding out next week, we've got another big weather maker coming through with lots more rain and a whole lot more clouds. We'll talk about how much rain we're expecting and how the weather's going to play out with several different things happening between now and Christmas Day coming up in the 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you, sir. And with the holidays right around the corner, make sure you have the Live Alert 19 app downloaded with the notifications and location settings turned on. That way, you will get the up-to-date alerts on the weather where you are, where you live. And just a reminder, we've updated the app, so make sure you have the newest version.
President Trump said today he would not sign a Senate-passed resolution bill to keep funding the government because it doesn't provide billions of dollars for the border wall with Mexico.
And meanwhile, House Republicans crafted a separate measure that does include wall funding, but it faces hurdles in the Senate.
Natalie Brand has more from Capitol Hill.
While the threat of a federal government shutdown approaches, President Trump stood fast in his demands for funding for the border wall.
The fact is, we need the wall. The Democrats know it. Everybody knows it.
The president's video tweet came after he spoke on Thursday at a farm bill signing, signaling he would refuse to sign the short-term funding measure the Senate passed Wednesday night. That resolution had no money for the wall.
I made my position very clear. Any measure funds the government must include border security.
Late Thursday, the Republican-led House passed a new version of a bill that would extend government funding until February 8th and also include $5.7 billion for a border wall.
The motion is adopted without.
Meanwhile, Democratic leaders here on Capitol Hill showed no signs of giving in to the president's ultimatum.
The Trump temper tantrum will shut down the government, but it will not get him his wall. The bill that's on the floor of the House, everyone knows will not pass the Senate.
He's reversing his position about signing a bill. Maybe he thinks if government shut down, he can golf more comfortably.
If the new measure is rejected in the Senate, a quarter of the government will run out of money by midnight Friday, furloughing nearly 400,000 federal workers. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said the president would not travel to Florida in the event of a government shutdown.
Secretary of Defense James Mattis will step down from his position in February, and in a tweet, the president said Mattis would be retiring. And in his resignation letter, Mattis says the president deserves a secretary whose views are, quote, better aligned with yours, referring to the president. Mattis's last day will be February 28th, and he says he's staying on through February, so the president has time to find a successor.
Infected with canine distemper virus is causing the Athens Limestone Animal Shelter to close and put down nearly 30 animals. And because the virus is so contagious, the shelter is closed for the week to keep the virus from spreading and to sanitize the facility. CDV is a deadly disease that attacks the respiratory system and several organs before it becomes a neurological disorder. The shelter director says the outbreak started with one sick dog who was brought in several weeks ago.
Great dog. Gentle and a wonderful pet, and they can be deathly sick and not show any sign. He developed a soft cough that we see with kennel cough in early stages, and he progressed to stages of distemper.
Several dogs are being quarantined, and there could be more dogs that end up being euthanized. The Florence Police Department is asking the public to help them locate a burglar. We'll show you the surveillance footage and tell you how you can help coming up.
Smoking bans are becoming more and more popular, and one Huntsville location may be the next on the list. We'll have the details coming up.
Jerry Denson sells brand new Fords in Arab, Alabama. Cross the river bridge on South Parkway. 20 minutes later, start shopping. The name you trust, the price you want. Search for a new Ford today at Jerry Denson in Arab.
My father abandoned us when I was 4. At 9, my mom chose her boyfriend over me. She took me to live at Big Oak Ranch. This is Elizabeth. There, in my new home, they showed me where true hope comes from. Now, I can show my family what unconditional love looks like.
Still can't believe this pizza was only $5.
Right? $5 Friday high five.
Something fine.
Knit five.
For $5 on Fridays, get a large pepperoni, sausage, or cheese. We make it, you make it. Papa Murphy's.
Honda Sensing. Keep family safe in a new Honda Odyssey.
106.5 Kiss FM. Elvis Duran and Huntsville's #1 hit music station.
It's how I get to
you. Listen to me.
It's not just how you celebrate, it's the when. That's how you holiday. Finding the perfect gift for everyone on your list. That's how Caillou Holiday.
Jerry Danson sells brand new Fords in Arab, Alabama. Cross the river bridge on South Parkway. 20 minutes later, start shopping. The name you trust, the price you want. Search for a new Ford today at Jerry Danson in Arab.
Authorities in Atlanta are investigating a plane crash that killed 3 people just after noon today.
Witnesses say they saw the small corporate jet pretty much just drop from the sky. The aircraft crashed on a football field at English Park within a minute of taking off from Charlie Brown Airport, killing everyone on board. Investigators say the plane was destroyed and debris from the plane spread out over 100 yards as it slid through the field.
Officials with the National Transportation Safety Board are working to learn what brought the plane down.
Surveillance video has been released by the Florence Police Department of a burglary earlier in the fall.
And despite the suspect wearing a mask, detectives believe they may have captured an image of him.
WHNT News 19's Carter Watkins has more in this week's Shoals Area Crime Stoppers report.
The date was October 24th. In the early morning hours, Florence police say a masked man entered the Econo-Wash laundromat in 7 Points. According to detectives, the man used a piece of concrete to break out a window leading into the office area. Once inside, he went straight to a drawer which contained cash. After helping himself, the burglar took off. Police believe they may have caught a break in this case. A person matching the burglar's size was caught on camera in the laundromat earlier in the morning, scoping it out. Detectives would like to figure out who this is. If you know who the masked bandit is, contact the Shoals Area Crime Stoppers tip line. You can do so by calling, texting, or submitting a tip on their Facebook page. It will take the community's help to solve this burglary, and you will remain anonymous at the same time. For Shoals Area Crime Stoppers, Carter Watkins, WHNT News 19.
A sheriff in Mississippi was in court today facing 12 felony charges, and if convicted, he could face up to 152 years in prison. Webster County Sheriff Tim Mitchell was arrested by the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation less than a month after turning in a letter of resignation for health reasons. The two-term sheriff is facing charges from multiple agencies, including attempting a sexual act with an inmate, embezzlement, and trafficking stolen firearms. One Tennessee mom is worried about bus safety after her 5-year-old son was left alone and scared after falling asleep on a bus. This is surveillance video from inside a special transit services bus, and it's a bus the child rides daily to aftercare at the Chambliss Center for Children. He fell asleep in the row right behind the driver. And after more than 10 minutes, the child figures out how to pop open the doors and get out. The driver of the bus has been suspended, and a Chambliss employee is on probation.
Carnival Cruise Line says an autistic man from the Atlanta area died after falling overboard. A statement from the company says 22-year-old Luke Renner went missing on the Carnival Fantasy. That ship left Mobile on Saturday. According to the U.S. Coast Guard, Renner couldn't be located when the ship arrived in Mexico on Monday. Carnival says that Renner climbed over the deck railing and jumped off the ship. His family thinks that Renner may have thought he could swim in the ocean.
Well, temperatures start out in the 40s early morning, but a northwest wind going to make it feel a whole lot colder. Maybe feeling like it's below 35, even at 6 or 7 a.m. The northwest wind keeps coming all day, and it finally helps to dry us out, but there will be some showers on and off throughout the morning. And then finally in the afternoon, the moisture begins to move out, but as it begins to leave, temperatures drop, and there might even be a few snowflakes. Flurries are possible, as is a cold Friday and Friday night. We'll talk all about that and look at the weekend as well as Christmas coming up.
We are counting down to Christmas at Belk. Finish your holiday shopping with our 4-day bonus buys. 70% off Belk Silverworks. $19.99 pajama sets. Buy one, get 2 free saddle bread. Get everything on your list at Belk and Belk.com.
Whatever your tradition may be,
we're grateful to be part of it.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
Merry Christmas from Publix.
Thanks to you, Townhouse Galleries has already donated over $12,000 to the Food Bank of North Alabama. Here's how it works. Come to either location, donate $50 to this wonderful charity, and receive an automatic $200 savings on any stressless recliner or sofa we offer. $400 on select stressless wing or eagle recliners. In this season of giving, we can't think of a more comfortable way to give back and take the stress out of the holidays.
Uniquely Townhouse Galleries.
How big is Jack's Big Bacon? Bigger than the backyard battle. Or bragging rights. Big as this moment. Okay, not quite. The Big Bacon and Fries, just $4.99. Or go bigger with the new Big Bacon Ranch. 2 huge beef patties, pepper jack, crisp bacon, and cool ranch. 'Tis the season to go big. The classic Big Bacon or new Big Bacon Ranch, just $4.99 with fries. Jack's, all about the South.
Belk makes holiday shopping easy. Just buy online. We'll tell you when your order is ready. Then pick up in-store for free within hours. And pile on the joy. Get everything on your list at belk.com.
One Huntsville man is urging people to join him in making a difference at Huntsville Utilities tomorrow morning at 9.
Eugene Scott says he knows it's getting closer to Christmas, and expenses are probably adding up for folks. He wants people to pay it forward this season by helping pay for people's utility bills.
Eugene is hoping to make financial burdens lighter this Christmas season and hopes other communities across the nation will join in.
So perhaps cities throughout America can take up this protocol to reach back and reach down to help kids and people who can't help themselves.
Also, Utilities says they are prepared to accommodate all donations that come in the morning.
Now, your Weather Authority forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson.
A good soaking for all of us, but some more so than others. Madison had over an inch of rain, almost an inch in Decatur, over 3/4 in Athens, almost a half inch in Florence, and just about a third of an inch in Fort Payne. But we still have some rain to go. Best shot at rain early tomorrow will be up until about 9 a.m. Then the showers will thin out and potentially end as a few flurries. Along the way, it's windy and it's cold on Friday. Here comes that next batch of rain. This is expanding over northeast Alabama right now. In Marshall, Morgan, Madison, and Cullman counties, starting to get covered up with light rain. We'll probably add maybe another 1/4 of an inch overnight. A few spots might get a little bit more than that. But as of now, we're still expecting the rain to be tapering off around midday tomorrow, and the clearing line will be getting close to us by tomorrow night. Big storm system moving away from us. Usually when it's that far away, the rain has stopped, but the upper level part of this system is still hanging close by, and that means we're stirring the atmosphere up and keeping a lot of moisture around, and that's going to keep it pretty wet through at least the first part of tomorrow morning. Then, as the precipitation starts to move out, 10 o'clock until noon, might mix with a few snowflakes, although I expect zero accumulation in this area. Look up in East Tennessee. Parts of West Virginia tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, everything turns blue here, and that's where we're expecting some snow. Drier air finally taking over in northwest Alabama by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. That clearing line advancing in. So who gets snow out of this? Well, not us. There might be a little dusting on the eastern edge of the Cumberland Plateau and then up here toward Johnson City, Asheville, North Carolina. Might even see some snow around Bristol as well, and then up the spine of the Appalachians. But it's mainly a terrain thing. Not a lot of folks in the valleys are going to get much snow out of this event. 43 degrees tomorrow morning, a wind from the northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, making it feel pretty chilly. So forget the temperature. This is what it feels like with the wind, about 38 at 6 a.m. in Huntsville, 33 in Moulton, 37 in Fayetteville. 8 o'clock, the numbers are going the wrong way. Colder and colder and colder throughout the day. By 10:30 through noon, we're sitting in the low 30s, what it feels like, and at times with a stronger gust by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it'll feel like it is in the upper 20s. So get ready for that. A little bit of a shock to the system after having been so quiet and so mild the past few days. Tomorrow's high 45. That'll happen early. Temperatures trending downward through the afternoon. Looking ahead into the weekend, no rain on Saturday, clouds clearing out, and then Sunday Sunday, we're expecting a high at 54 with a chance of some scattered showers. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, a partly cloudy sky on Christmas Eve. No significant rain expected, but there may be some isolated showers on Christmas Day itself. Won't be one of those big deals, but could see some showers here and there in the afternoon and early evening. And then there's a better chance of rain coming late next week.
And those numbers are backing up.
Yeah, they're going the wrong way. What's up with that?
I know. I love the way you put that. They're going in the wrong direction. All right. Thank you, sir.
Well, 2 months after the city of Sheffield introduced a new smoking ban, Mayor Ian Sanford says it's time for council members to talk to business owners about how the ban is affecting them.
Sanford voted against the order and knows there are some hurt feelings among some of the business owners. And one told WHNT News 19 revenue is down 35% compared to November of 2017.
And that's an alarming number for a city that relies heavily on tax revenues to operate.
When you pass an ordinance that affects businesses or whatever, and you need to kind of be able to do the probability thing. If we do this, what's the possibility of this happening?
Sanford is planning a meeting for January 14th with business owners, and the city treasurer is working to compile tax revenue collection numbers to use for comparison. People who go outside for a smoke know there are fewer and fewer places in public where you're allowed to light up. And that may soon be the case at Huntsville Hospital.
WHNT News 19's Joel Porter tells us what a new ordinance would mean for any smokers who work or visit the hospital. So, Joel, what are they talking about?
Greg and Clarissa, the hospital is proposing stricter changes, meaning you wouldn't be allowed to smoke anywhere on the street and sidewalks, not even in your car if it's parked on Huntsville Health property. The smoking ordinance was introduced at this evening's city council meeting. Right now, people are restricted from lighting up anywhere near the entrances and windows at the hospital. Now, the hospital would be required to set up designated smoking areas in both the main building and the Women and Children's Center. The move is encouraged to promote overall health and reduce people's exposure to secondhand smoke.
My goodness, I think hopefully people will begin to show some courtesy and accommodate each other, especially around a healthcare facility.
So far, it's unclear how the hospital would enforce the new proposal. The law wouldn't apply if you're smoking in a moving vehicle. The matter now heads to a public hearing next month. No representatives from Huntsville Hospital were talking about the issue at tonight's meeting, so we're going to find out more in a few weeks about what this all means. In the newsroom, Joel Porter, WHNT News 19.
All right, thank you, Joel. Alabama men's basketball team getting ready to wrap up non-conference play with a matchup against Penn State tomorrow.
But head coach Avery Johnson says the Tide still needs to get better. Hear what the team needs to improve next in sports.
5 days only, up to 50% off, or up to 5 years no interest. It's Ashley Home Store's 555 sale. The entire store is on sale this Thursday through Monday only. Up to 50% off, or up to 5 years no interest. Don't miss the 555 sale at Ashley Home Store.
Red the bright spot during your holidays. Take a break and bring the family, because kids eat for just $1.99 all day, every day through Christmas Eve. Red Robin. Oh, it's on.
Red Robin. Yum.
When you've been injured in an accident, you deserve competent legal representation with a proven track record. Don't pick an attorney just because of a commercial or a billboard. Morris King & Hodge is a nationally recognized law firm. We've represented thousands of people and helped them recover millions of dollars. Don't just take our word for it. Do your research. Google Morris King & Hodge. Check out our reviews. We'll put our track record up against anyone. Call us first or go to mkhlawyers.com for more information.
What does it mean to be a Girl Scout? It's like a journey, getting me ready for my future. I really love to solve problems. Being creative, think differently. Girl Scouts have always solved problems. I break problems into little pieces, try different solutions, think like a programmer. I can do anything. Maybe I'll be a robotics engineer, work in cybersecurity, a rocket scientist. Being a Girl Scout makes me believe in me, and I'm gonna change the world. Awesome.
Red Robin's the bright spot during your holidays. Take a break and bring the family, because kids eat for just $1.99 all day, every day through Christmas Eve. Red Robin. Oh, it's on.
Red Robin. Yum. 5 days only. Get 5-piece Tempur-Pedic sleep sets with up to 5 years no interest. It's the Ashley Home Store 555 mattress event. 5-piece Tempur-Pedic sleep sets with an adjustable base start at just $48 a month. Don't miss the 555 sale only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
The Alabama A&M Bulldogs wrapped up yesterday's signing period with 4 additions to their program, including a player who's transferring to A&M from the SEC. Safety A.J. Harris is coming to A&M from Ole Miss. Safety Kenny Edwards and linebacker Hayden Guilford also signed with the Bulldogs, and offensive lineman Garen Harris will be transferring from Sacramento City College. The Alabama Crimson Tide is getting ready to take on the Oklahoma Sooners in the college football playoffs, and sophomore quarterback Tua Tagovailoa is no exception. Tagovailoa suffered a high ankle sprain in the SEC championship, causing concern that he wouldn't be cleared to play against OU. But Tagovailoa says he plans on being 100% ready to play next weekend, and his focus isn't on his injury. Even on their off days, the Tide players are working to get the win.
Utilize that time that we have off when we're not on our feet, not doing anything much. Just take mental reps. We're watching film. Whether it's just going out and walking through what you need to do, just little things like that help, so you don't get unconditioned with what we've been learning throughout the process of preparing for Oklahoma. This is just a chance for a lot of us to continue to get better as well. And, like I said, we're just looking forward to the challenge.
Alabama head coach Nick Saban has been named the 2018 Walter Camp Coach of the Year. This is the second time in his career receiving this award. He won back in 2008, and he joins Gene Stallings as the only Alabama coaches to receive the Walter Camp. Coming off a win in the Rocket City Classic on Tuesday, the Alabama men's basketball team is back in the gym, prepping to host Penn State Friday night. The matchup will be the Tide's final non-conference game at home. As the Tide gets ready to head into conference play, sophomore guard Herb Jones says the team is really starting to click, and they're ready to get into the SEC play.
It gets stronger as we play, the more games we play. So I guess that just went with time. I mean, we kind of figured at the beginning of the season we weren't going to be as gelled together, but now I feel like we're coming together pretty well.
And head coach Avery Johnson says that this Penn State team will be their toughest matchup of the season so far. And the biggest thing the team needs to improve on in order to win on Friday is defense.
We have to do a better job because this is a team that's physical on the boards. Can't complain. It's going to be a game inside the paint. And then defensively, like I said, it's going to require us to be more disciplined on defense. The defense that we played in our last game will not be successful in this game.
The Auburn women's basketball team comes out of the Carolinas Challenge undefeated after tonight's 86-81 overtime victory over the UNC Tar Heels. Janiah McKay and Unique Thompson both had 21 points each, and Thompson had 18 rebounds for the night. The ladies are on the road again, taking on Elon this Saturday at 1. And the Auburn's men's team is getting ready to take on Murray State after quite the upset against NC State. Greg, I'm pretty sure you were watching that game.
I was. I was off yesterday, a little under the weather. And the one thing about that game, though, ugly basketball. Both teams turned the ball over a lot, and Auburn didn't play well. But Auburn's going to be strong at the end of the year. Yeah. I just love basketball season.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, absolutely, we are.
All right, thanks, Olivia. We'll be back in just a moment.
What do you get the person that loves to tailgate? How about a new tailgate?
Bring in the holidays with great deals across the Buick lineup. Use your Avenir cash allowance to get over $6,200 below MSRP on this 2019 Enclave Avenir.
You don't want to cancel your plans. Cancel your cold. The one pill power of new Advil multi-symptom cold and flu knocks out your worst symptoms. Cancel your cold, not your plans. New Advil multi-symptom cold and flu.
Hi, Susan. Honey.
Yeah?
I respect that, but that cough looks pretty bad. Try this new Robitussin honey.
The real honey you love, plus the powerful cough relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
New Robitussin honey, because it's never just a cough.
Hey, if somebody in your Christmas list has been extra good this year, get them a new Nissan. No, seriously. Here at Lynn Layton Nissan in Decatur, it's our year-end event. That means the best deals of 2018. Like fun-to-drive Sentras that are just $169 a month. And go anywhere, do anything road crossovers. Right now, $6,000 off. So make your list, check it twice, and then make that short drive. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody, from all of us here at Lynn Layton Nissan. Big sale, don't miss out. You come and see us.
Sinking sidewalks, driveways, and concrete floors aren't just eyesores, they're serious safety hazards. With AFS, your repaired concrete is ready for use in just 15 minutes. AFS, a Bayless company.
Welcome, music. It's time for tonight's featured Christmas lights display. And tonight's display was sent in by Darrell Young and is located at the 100 block of Moulton Street in Moulton. This display features lights, inflatables, and homemade decorations. Young has been decorating the home for 32 years. He and his neighbors have decorated the entire street for the last 12 years.
Well, there's only 5 days until Christmas. Our featured Christmas lights display. Send in your display. Just head to WHNT.com and click on the community tab. That's in the middle of our homepage. Please include your name, address, phone number, and as many details about your display as possible. And we will feature one display a night through Christmas Eve.
I know. I don't have the lights up yet. I can't find a ladder.
I got you covered.
You got me covered?
I got you covered.
I need
Y'all got Lowe's and Hartsville.
That's right, we do.
Come on, Greg, it's not hard. Just get it together.
Well, it's for me.
You know what?
I'm like,
You're actually tall enough that I don't think you need a ladder.
I hear, well, it
You
does
just
help.
stand on your
Just
tiptoes.
reach up. Yeah, exactly.
It does help on the porch. It does help on the front porch.
Next, start a GoFundMe to put the most lights in Morgan County on your house.
That's right.
Nice.
And we're going to play that music the whole time.
Oh,
because
I
it is
see. I
pleasant
love
music,
that.
isn't it? There's something about xylophone music at Christmas. It's just supposed to happen. Yeah.
The Griswolds will have nothing on me.
That's right.
For next
It'll be a team
They're going to have to
effort.
flip the switch at Brown's Ferry. Just like in Christmas Vacation.
When we find out why Main Street Hartsel is shorted out,
Greg screwed.
we can't get any Willy
The
Burgers.
Hartsville
because-
City Council's like,
That's right.
oh, Greg still
Can't
lives
get any
here.
Willy Burgers because Screws shorted out the power grid.
Hey, it's going to rain a little bit more tonight
Okay.
and tomorrow morning, but next week the pattern changes a little bit. Milder air starts to blow in, and that is going to mean temperatures come up some. Kind of quiet around Christmas, though.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.
Join WHNT News 19 for a legendary night of all-star entertainment that benefits our military, veterans, and first responders. America Salutes You presents Guitar Legends 2, featuring Billy Gibbons, Stephen Stills, Joe Bonamassa, Don Felder, Sammy Hagar, Robbie Krieger, Oriente, and Dave Navarro. It's a night of guitar rock royalty. Guitar Legends 2, Saturday, December 22nd on WHNT News 19.
Fixing up a damaged switch plate? That's a do-it-yourself. Fixing the faulty wiring that did the damage? That's a don't do-it-yourself. Don't take chances with electricity. Call your locally owned Mr. Sparky. Our electricians are specially trained to leave your home safer than we found it. And we always stand behind our work.
Nice job.
You too.
Call now to get $50 off any repair.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Tis the season for sibling rivalry, and these siblings have been very good. Get this low mileage lease on this 2019 Cadillac XT5 from around $399 per month. Visit Bentley in Huntsville or Florence or Lynn Lane in Decatur.
Whatever your tradition may be, we're grateful to be part of it.
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Merry Christmas from Publix.
Jerry
Damson sells brand new Fords in Arab, Alabama. Cross the river bridge on South Parkway. 20 minutes later, start shopping. The name you trust, the price you want. Search for a new Ford today at Jerry Damson in Arab.
My father abandoned us when I was 4.
I told you.
At 9,
I don't want to fit.
my mom chose her boyfriend over me. She took me to live at Big Oak Ranch.
This is Elizabeth.
There, in my new home, they showed me where true hope comes from. Now, I can show my family what unconditional love looks like.
2018 has been a big year for North Alabama's news leader. Don't miss out on reliving the best moments that WHNT News 19 has brought to you this year. Watch the best special Christmas morning on WHNT News AM.
Don't miss FAM, a new comedy series premieres CBS Thursday, January 10th.
It's an honor for me to announce the establishment of the U.S. Space Command.
Okay, so the Space Command is separate from the so-called Space Force. It's understandable that you'd confuse the two.
Captain, a most curious development on scanner 57. Screen on, Captain.
Attention, Enterprise. You have violated our neutral zone. Prepare to be obliterated. But before we do that, one quick question. What exactly is Space Command? Is it just Space Force with a different name? Anyone know? You, guy with the pointy ears. What about you? Oh, what about you, guy who overacts a lot? Nothing? I'll be honest, it sounds like your leader's trying to distract from something. Maybe he's in financial or legal trouble. Look, it's none of my business. All I'm saying is, we had a narcissist sing a tribble on his head. It's just odd. What's that? Oh yeah, commence firing!
It's the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight's Down Showdown. Plus, Stephen Malcolm, John C. Riley, and Senator John Blake, featuring John Baptiste and Stacey. And now, on tape from me in New York City, Stephen Colbert.
Welcome, one and all, in here, out there, all around the world. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. For now. Who knows next week, because there's nothing certain about anything anymore. Yesterday, I was confident that America would still have a government. But I underestimated what a wedge we have in the White House. And I say wedge because he's the simplest of tools. Here, thank you, Ted. All right. Here's the situation. Based on signals from the White House, you know, like, yeah, you can do it. Last night, Mitch McConnell passed a short-term spending bill that would keep the government open until early February. It was, the vote was 100 to nothing. Now, it did not include the $5 billion that Trump wanted for his border wall, but everybody, even McConnell, thought Trump was going to sign it because Sarah Huckabee Sanders told Fox News, we have other ways that we can get to that $5 billion. Well, that's putting a lot of pressure on Eric and Don Jr.'s lemonade stand. Lovely.
Need to sell that old lemonade.
So House, Senate, President, all on board. But then Trump started getting heat from the fourth branch of government, Fox News.
You told us that you weren't afraid to shut down the government. That's why we like you. What happened? You just gave in right away?
Trump gets nothing and the Democrats get everything.
This was a cave. This was a blink.
Don't make threats that you're not going to follow through on.
Oh no, the TV's mad at me. I'm sorry, TV. Please forgive me. You're my only friend. The TV's the only one who's seen me naked. So, this morning, Trump suddenly was really angry, tweeting about the last big spending bill he signed. When I begrudgingly signed the omnibus bill, I was promised the wall and border security by leadership would be done by end of year. Now, it didn't happen. Yeah, he did not get what he wanted. If only there had been a campaign theme song that had prepared him for that. Now, thank you, Mick. Thank you, Mickey, bad boy. Woo! Trump's seeming indecision caused massive panic among Republicans in the House who wondered if